What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Pop Life Toys. Just coming to hang out with y'all. Been a long day today. Long day. Got up at 5 o'clock to go to work this morning. Got off work. Went hunting. Of course, what you do on con day. And was gone most of the day. We just did a little bit of hanging out time over on Instagram. And there's just so many people. I figured I'd come hang out where it feels like home. Let me throw Lucas back up there. We pulled him down from playing games last night. We got one person that's already given us a thumbs up on Facebook. That's what I like to see. We sold a couple of things. We raised a little over $30 for charity, a little over 35. But we sold a lot cheaper than we would selling on eBay. I don't mind selling to y'all. People just didn't want to bid. So we're going to come hang out over here. What's up, Bradley? So I haven't popped out YouTube comments yet. Hopefully I'm not going to be a noob. Good. We're muted. Okay. I know what I'm doing still. Let's go live chat. Let's go back to StreamYard, kill that. Pull up Instagram in another tab so we know if we get notifications. Let's see what happened on Facebook. I think I got that code. All right, we're back in our comfort zone. We got everything set up how we like it. Let's just hang out and have a little fun. Sorry, guys. How was everybody's day? What did y'all find hunting? Y'all tell me what's been going on, guys. I will tell you, Facebook has gotten weird since it started pulling in everything Instagram too, and that is bright. With Sideshows, I had $18 in my rewards account. And with all the codes they've been dropping, let's see where I'm at now. I think I topped $40 tonight. It's $2 to $3 at a time, but it adds up. I don't want that. I want that. $40.25. 20, 40, and 60 points at a time. It all adds up. We're going to leave the link in the chat. So if y'all want to come in and hang out, you can. It's just going to be a laid back kind of night. I don't want to do that. I want that. If we end up with enough people, we might even play some Quiplash. Who knows? Why is it doing that? All right, let's just go back to Messenger. That works. So, let's just pop it for all of them. All right, we sent it to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Nobody wants to hang out. That's fine. Me and Bradley just talk to each other. Oh, when I'm on Instagram, I got to be right in front of that phone, and you can't chill back on a computer. On YouTube, I can just sit back in my chair and relax and talk to you beautiful people. I got nothing from Target. But I did get Carl and Ellie, and Gabs and Pops sold me the Ron with the con sticker that I missed. So I officially have everything I wanted from con. I'm happy. And I've got a whole lot of stuff that I picked up that if people don't want it here, I can sell it on eBay and it still donates to charity. So it's a win-win for everybody. My Hot Topic had enough stuff that I literally waited till everybody had gotten what they needed. And then I got in line, and there was enough for me to grab a few of each. The store was empty. It was probably 35, 40 minutes after the store opened. And I grabbed a few more pops, too. You know, I'm never going to go in Hot Topic and just grab what I came in there for. I'll always find something else. We got to send people messages, the people that bought. So what all did you go after, Bradley? Man, he looks good. That Red Goblin, guys, that is one amazing looking pop. Both SpongeBob pops. So you got those off Entertainment Earth. Both Simpsons. Was it in stock at your GameStop, or did you pre-order it? Both had icons and Growlithe. Oh, you must have got them off the shop this morning. Okay. Yeah, Pikachu was sold out when I got in there. You know, I had that 10-minute timeout penalty for trying to put the password in one too many times. I didn't know that was a thing on Shopify. Obviously it is. But by the time I got in there, Carl and Ellie was gone. Pikachu was gone. Growlithe was gone. Ron was gone, surprisingly. And then the two limited ones, everything else is pretty much still there. One of the sodas was gone. Bart was on the website. Okay. Yeah, I have him coming and comic book guy from Con. I literally, when I went in, I was so afraid of losing anything else. I clicked one of everything and checked out. I didn't know what I'd bought until I checked out. I was so frantic and upset that it was 10 minutes after the lottery opened that I actually got in there and I tried it on a bunch of different devices that I literally took one of everything that was left and checked out. Didn't even care that it was $642. I was more pissed off that I didn't get Carl on that one. But I'm fortunate, at least I was able to get in. So now comes the fun part of putting all these pops in protectors and getting them listed on eBay. And it goes from there. I wonder where everybody is tonight. I don't know who's normally live on a Friday night, but Campbell's isn't here. Eric's not here. I did message him. Yeah, Pikachu was sold out here in the con. You got Growlithe, or you didn't want Growlithe? Sorry, I was reading comments. Yeah, Growlithe was sold out when I went in. But when I went to go back in today, hey, Sarah, it literally said that one per person, and I was afraid of getting my con order canceled. So I just backed out. Wasn't worth it. I did pick up the 10-inch Sully, so I canceled my Entertainment Earth pre-order, and Zorg and one more from Funko before they closed down for con, and it's already shipped. What all did I get? Where did it go? Oh, I got Dory too. Didn't have Dory. Camels, if you want to jump in and hang out for a minute, you're more than welcome. Let me know what I need to put aside for you. I'm just putting pops in protectors. I figured I'd talk to y'all while I did. I don't want to do homework. Wow, what's fast, Bradley? How fast I can put a protector together? I'm not even rushing. But I did get some amazing con stickered stuff, and this, yeah. So not the con pops, the 3 I ordered before the con events happened. I think they're still going to filter through and try and find bots and cancel orders. I really do, because there was still stuff available in the Funko shop from con after the con part had closed down and the shop was back up. The Weasley house was up, which I bought that right away. I didn't give a crap. If it was $100, I was getting that house. That thing looks freaking amazing. Well, it says they're shipped. It says they're supposed to be delivered on Thursday. I mean, and Monday's a holiday. I can't complain. Did you get everything you wanted from Target Con, Bradley? I mean, if I could grab enough in here, we could play Quiplash or something. I really don't care. I'm in no real hurry tonight. It's 9 o'clock. If I go inside, I'm just going to end up going to bed, and I don't really want to do that. Did y'all see what I showed that I picked up for Joe? You got the Mad Hatter. Is that all you wanted? I sent the Mad Hatter to Just a Brat for $40 shipped, and it went to send in, and he was sending her a box. So I think I made like $3 on it, but she needed it. She's always been a good supporter. I literally didn't even know what I paid for it. I just told her 30 plus shipping. I didn't care. Bradley, do you have all the Treehouse of Horror Pops? I think I have all 7 that are on the back of the box. Donut Head Homer. And I've got the 2 coming from Con. But Shipwreck from G.I. Joe, man. I love that pop. I've still got more of the Oogie Boogie Diamond editions. That was cool. So I was happy about that. Yeah, I didn't. They're dropping too many Pokemon for me. I had to get out of it. Nice, man. I don't know that I've completioned on any set lately, but I'm working on the full set of the aliens, and I think minus Dory and minus Eevee, I've got them all, which is crazy to say. I didn't go after 10-inch Woody because I don't have anywhere to put him, and talking about a 10-inch Woody just sounds wrong. Jerry's active. Who else is live on YouTube right now? Am I stepping on somebody's toes? Okay, so that's it. Okay. So there's not many people live. I know Batman's working a late shift, which is why it wasn't in. And where the hell did Papa Pop go? He must have fallen asleep again. He was supposed to come in and never ended up showing up. So don't know why, but I know his dog swallowed a plastic bag and had a headache, and they had to take him and remove it from his throat. Have headaches, so I'm being quiet. Okay. Does that mean you don't want to look at the screen, Eric? If so, I understand that. Yeah, that's not good, Bradley. I've put up a few waffles and pulled them back down just because people don't seem to be playing right now. But eBay is just as hot as it's ever been. I've donated almost $200 to eBay in the past month and a half. Paid almost 13% in fees on an average. I hate doing it, but you do what you got to do. So Campbell's got a 9.4 on her Alien. And I know she was happy about that. I got a 9.4 on something that I told y'all from day one I was going to play the long game on. And I surely plan to do it. Let me move some stuff around. That guy right there. Grading a pop, if you mail it to me and I send it to Sean, it's about $65 is what it's going to cost me with shipping. If you mail it to him, you can get an ARC for $200, and that includes your first 2 gradings and the ARC being mailed to you and shipping all 3 ways. And then it's $75 a pop after that. If you put 50 pops together, Jerry, he'll drive to you to get them. He's in Indiana right now. They're going over to Cincinnati in the morning to pick up pops and then heading back this way because they've got that many and they're up there. When you say a couple, how many are we talking? Sean said he'll do it. Hey, bro, why don't you pull up StreamYard on your phone and get your ass in here? Somebody come in, so I'm not just talking to a freaking text message. I'm just putting pops in protectors. Seems like that's all I do these days. Still didn't get to put a single pop up because I got off work at 9:30 this morning and been running ever since. Yeah, he's in Indiana right now. I don't know how far he is from you, Jerry. Jerry's almost in Chicago, though. Like, he ain't far away. Okay, Sean was on Facebook, and now he's messaging from YouTube. The link was in the chat. Let me put it back in. He needs to figure out which one he wants to chat from, though. I wonder where you're at, though. Did y'all stay in a hotel tonight? Or y'all sleeping in the car? I'm down to less than 100 Blucas protectors, I think, which is kind of scary unless there's a bunch in the bottom of this box and I just don't know it. Man, I got that whole bag to protectorize too. You can ask Sean when he was here the other night. I got a lot of pops sitting in here. Oh, okay. I got you, bro. Don't drink too much. You got to drive in the morning. I'm up to 35 graded pops, and you've got 2 of mine, and I sent 4 more, so that's going to put me at 42. And I think I've got 1 or 2 more to send back with you, and then when the Funko shop gets here, I should have more. I know Luke and Leia are getting graded. I wish it was a 2-pack, but Dick in a box will work. But I will tell you, for Diamond Edition Pops, that Oogie Boogie is one of the coolest I've seen. To just be solid green, they knocked the green out of the park. And then the little bugs crawling all over one of his arms. Yes, I was talking about Target Con earlier. I still have pretty much everything but the Mad Hatter from Target Con. Nice. Because that Mad Hatter's going for some money. People want crazy prices for that thing. Got the Growlithe. Picked him up from Box Lunch. Yeah, Cheshire's sitting over here. I got to do a bunch of shipping this weekend. We sold a few things tonight, so we'll get those shipped. And then we'll start getting things listed on eBay, I think. Man, you should pick those up. They're selling for like 60 to 70 bucks on eBay, or at least they were the other day. So when you say 2-pack, yeah, normal size, like a regular, like Dot and what is it? I want to say Dippin' Dots. I know that's not right. The 2 remixes, like a normal 2-pack, yes. I was surprised they didn't have a 2-pack for con this year. I needed the Joker. I got one though, and I did not go back and get another because it said limit 1, and I didn't want to take a chance on getting my order canceled. I pre-ordered 5 Beetlejuices and 3 of the Werewolf Barts. Because when they get there, if I don't need them, the store will have inventory they wouldn't have had before. I always pre-order extra and then take what I want, and they like it because they get more pops in or more Black Series or any of that stuff. I like with GameStop, you can change your mind. Sorry. It's been a long day. I caught myself looking over boxes like Sean was looking yesterday. I think I got one, Sean, that will hit on Mr. Compressor or Mr. Compress. Will hit at least probably a 9.2, if not better. The window's clean, which is big. And there's only a few small marks that I could see, like 1. Yeah, mine has a bunch, but they don't have Champion's Path, and they don't have Hidden Fates or any of the other really good stuff. But I mean, opening Pokemon cards is not near as good as putting them on a shelf and letting them sit for a few years. Yeah, don't. It's really easy. I dropped like $1,000 in 2 weeks and couldn't tell you where it went. Yeah, it's very easy to get carried away with Pokemon cards. You think, oh, I'm just gonna get a few more booster packs, just a few more. And the next thing you know, you've opened another 10 and you got another 100 cards sitting there. I got stacks of cards everywhere. We pulled a few good pulls, but most of them didn't even pay for the booster pack that they came out of. Yeah, I didn't mean to, but I did. And then with Hot Toys releasing so much from Clone Wars, man, I am in the hole on some Clone Wars. 2 Coruscant guards, 2 deluxe troopers, Ahsoka, Darth Maul, Anakin, waiting for Padme to come out, waiting for General Kenobi. On Mando, luckily, I only did the 2 Mandos and the Remnant Trooper. I didn't go after any of the other Mandalorians or Incinerator Stormtrooper. I tried to stay kind of not crazy, but 2 Deltoffs isn't going to be enough come pretty soon. Not at all. Yeah, I got at least enough to pay 2 to 6 months worth of bills here if we both lost our jobs and the VA went out of business and I stopped getting my VA check. It's crazy when you look at how much you've got in a collection, but it's also awesome when you see things like an $8 pop that's now a $30 pop, or a $200 pop that turned into a $1,200 pop. And today the Art of the Hunt was on. I was in line at Box Lunch and then in line at Hot Topic and in line at GameStop. Target had nothing. But I only had to buy 1 pop because I couldn't find it, and that was Ron with con sticker, and I got it from Gavs and Pops, and she sold it to me for $45 shipped, which is a heck of a deal for that con sticker because it's selling for way more than that on eBay. So, I mean, I didn't want to buy one, but she got one of everything somehow and clicked through quick enough, even to get the 2 limited ones, and was able to sell most of it. I don't typically sell stuff until it's here, but I've got a lot of it that when it comes in, I will be selling to cover what I spent. I can tell you how much we picked up today just by how many protectors I go through. And it's a lot so far. Right now, I can't see the comments on one of my computer screens. I've got so many pops sitting up here. I do like the NYCC stickers this year, though. And I watched Sully on Twitch today. Sully's back with Funko. I don't know how or when that happened, but he streams on Twitch on his own channel every single day. No, I do not need. I don't collect Alice in Wonderland. My wife doesn't like it. I pick them up to help people out. I've helped a few people out in Gasolcast. I like Chris and Heather's policies. And I try to go in there and help out when I can because so many people have helped me out in there. 2 people went out looking for the Ron Weasley because My Book's a Million didn't even know what it was or that it was out. I don't think there's anything from Con that dropped that I need. And now I have an extra set of Batmans because I picked up a set for a buddy of Papa Pop's, and then Papa Pop found another set in the wild. So I've got an extra set of Batmans, which is cool. I do want the other 2. I know somebody that managed to get all 4 of them early. And if you haven't seen how much that Boba Fett's selling for, Pop Junkie Monkey posted a photo. There's auctions running right now that are already topping $600. I would have bought it, kept the Boba Fett, and sold the bag. I'm just being honest. I got my wife's socks today. I don't know why that matters, but I got her Lilo and Stitch socks. And I made sure to get them with plain enough tops that she could wear them with shoes at work and that wouldn't look like she was wearing Pixar socks. And if you need hot cash or lunch money already, I amassed a small fortune. I spent almost $1,000 at the mall this morning. But that's how it goes. I got to pay Sean more money now. He came to drop off Pops, and once again, I sent more with him. I don't know. I don't know why. It just happens. But if I'm going to collect something, at least it's Pops is my big thing, because I can go out and get a con pop for $15. And hopefully 2 or 3 years from now, Luke and Leia will be like Rex. I don't know that they will. But they were limited enough in the scene, and it shows so much about like where the second lightsaber came from, that I do believe they'll do good. They'll at least hold their value. If I get them with shared stickers, I'm gonna be pissed. This is I was going to Atlanta Comic-Con. Open it and take the pin. Oh, when it comes, I'm opening it and taking Sully out. I don't ever leave those boxes closed. The pin from the Zombies box is up on my pin board. That is the absolute truth. I was thinking, oh, you want me to take the pin? Well, if that's what you want. Okay. If you don't want the box, I can ship it a whole lot cheaper by putting it in a smaller box. Because I don't even know that it had a t-shirt in it. Let me clean off the desk some now. That way I can actually see y'all's beautiful comments, because not faces. Y'all aren't on here talking to me. I'm losing my mind, folks. All right, trying to keep them in order. All right, this comic book guy. Now I got another one of them. Where did I put them? Swear I'm losing my mind. I did find this today, though, which was really freaking cool. Like, I want to know if there's actually a vinyl album in there. I don't think there is. But it would be really cool if they had actually put the vinyl in there. No, I can see. It's just a piece of paper now. If they had actually put the vinyl in there, that would be freaking awesome. It looks like the pop is sitting on this big old base on the bottom of it. That's interesting. It's just, okay. Okay, it'll slide out of here. Okay, so the pop's screwed to the back of the box. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. So they kind of set this up for whatever albums they're going to release. It is just a piece of cardboard, but it's a cool idea. I really like the design of it. I mean, just displayed like that is a really cool idea of something to display. or you can slide it into the pop box. It slides out, and the plastic is around the pop stack, not the box. That's really smart. And then it's straight back together. Never even had to open a flap. I do like that. I already list mine. You already listed what? What did you already list, Campbell? I used to do a lot more Macari, but eBay is just so much easier. But they pay out just as slow as Macari does now. Yeah, it don't depends. Your wife might like it. Yeah. Oh, you've already lost yours. Okay. I got you. I'm sure I look like a crazy man right now. I might even end up deleting this live. Who knows? When I'm sitting in front of my phone, I'm not comfortable. I'm not relaxed. When I'm on YouTube, for some reason, I'm relaxed. I don't know. If somebody can explain to me what the hell this is, I would appreciate it, because the dude's got a hammer in his hand, nails in his mouth, a little doll in his hand, and candles on his head. I don't freaking get it. Is it because he can't see in the dark and he's about to nail a damn doll to the wall? The back of the box is even freaking creepier. Yeah. No, thank you. Crunchyroll. Nope. Nothing to do with it. What do y'all think is going to be the biggest sleeper of Comic-Con this year? I honestly think Stitch is going to do well, but normally Stitches with stickers on them do really well, or limited pieces or exclusives. I think the Weasley house will sit around $70-$80. So nothing great, being that it costs $50. I think Ron might be up there a little bit, because you saw Harry Potter decline and then it started to climb back up. But anyway, I don't buy those to sell. I've got Harry sitting right up there next to 10-inch Dumbledore with Fawkes. I do not have Voldemort and the Snake in 10-inch because I don't want to take my grandmother to the hospital with a heart attack. The Mowgli and the Snake I did not order because, once again, I don't want to take my grandmother to the hospital by having a heart attack. If anybody knows what BoJack Horseman is and is interested in BoJack Horseman, I've got him. He's an $85 pop. I have him. You're surprised sometimes when you go to PPG something and it shows up with a lot of value. But it did. And from Life Aquatic, Steve's a $40 pop. Oh, the shared sticker, and his con sticker's $41. You didn't see very many 2019 ECCC pops hold that much in value. So I'm kind of scratching my head wondering. They overproduced. There's still ECCC pops there's SDCC pops from 2 years ago. I know that you can still find. So I still see orange Conans out in the wild. I don't know. I think I'm going to get all these in protectors. And I'm probably going to call it a night, guys. I am exhausted. It has been a long day. I will probably snap my quick pictures and upload to eBay tonight. So if there's anything you saw that you needed, even if you need me to hold it for a day or two, send me a DM. Let me know. I'll put it to the side. I don't mind for y'all. I always have. Eric, I owe you a favor anyways, because you definitely got the short end of the deal on that Vegeta. I know you just wanted to get that box and you were good with it, but I got to take care of you a little better. I don't know how yet, but something will come up. But, dude, I want to unbox this one. I really like this guy. I'm more excited about a common than anything else I picked up today because Carl and Ellie's already in the house, and I have an extra mint one sitting here. I might play the long game on it because I think it's going to do really, really well, and it's awesome. It's the scene in the very beginning of the movie when Carl sticks his hands in purple paint and touches the mailbox. But this guy, I love it. I love it. Now, that is a uniform that is no longer worn by the Navy. I can tell you that much. And he's a chief petty officer is the rank he's wearing. But that's definitely not a uniform that works anymore. But I loved him enough that I bought him to leave out of box and put right here next to my turkey call. I think that's where he's going to sit. It anchors away, baby. Y'all know I have no problem pulling a pop out of box, especially a common one. Dude, you got to narrow it down more to which Harley. Because I have a lot of them. But yeah, I can get you a Harley, bro. Not a problem. None whatsoever. Nailed it. All right, I got 4 more to put in protectors. If you ever ship in a $7 a pop protector, if you're going to leave the plastic on, at least pull it off the flaps and off the bottom. Pop takes way too much time. He pulls it off of there, he folds it down, and then he puts it together where you can take everything off without having to take the protector loose. I just take it off. The way I look at a $7 pop protector is it's made to protect your pop. It's not made to be crystal clear. It's not made to be acrylic. It is literally a 0.5 millimeter plastic protector. I noticed sitting it next to a Lucas protector, though, how much flatter Lucas lays. Like, I'm talking the wave from the pop just sitting higher on one side was crazy. That Nightwing is a pretty cool pop. I'm pretty sure Lucas is going to end up with one. Maybe the red dress one. You talking about the slutty nighty one? I have one over there. You want a really like trashy Harley? I can send you like one of the Birds of Prey ones. we can go Birds of Prey, and I can get you some really weirdly dressed Harleys. like the box lunch one where the hyena has the person's leg in its mouth, or the booby trap battle. I wasn't a big fan of that movie. I watched Suicide Squad though; it was okay. I had never seen it before, and Christina said you have to watch it. And I said okay. It was about what I expected it to be, but it was better than Birds of Prey. If it tells you anything, I canceled my Birds of Prey hot toy when I saw the movie. And I paid $20 to see it early through Google. He said he wants a Harley. All right. We're starting another pop collector. What is up? I was wondering if you were going to come say hey tonight. We've been just hanging out, chilling. I'm putting pops in protectors. If you needed anything from NYCC and you didn't get it, and it came from Box Lunch or Hot Topic, I probably have it. We did the charity auction earlier on Instagram. There were so many people running auctions, but we raised about $35, and I'll add some more to it. But we went a little crazy today. If y'all haven't seen what Boba Fett's sitting at right now, it's crazy. You're spent, but got two today that you. What'd you pick up? Because I spent. Yes. I wish we had raised more. Last time we did it, we raised, with generous donations from two people, we raised 300 or so. But the good thing is even if I put them up on eBay, 10% of what I do on eBay goes to them too. So it's still the same donation. I just have fees over there. Danny Phantom, I have coming with a con sticker. What's the other one? Yeah. I've been doing that for a while. With the shiny Charizard. Okay. Was that the one that was at GameStop? I can see my desk again. It's clean. Okay. Yeah, the Naruto pop. Yeah, it was gone. I did get the bowl of ramen though. Oh. Yeah. That one. Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, I don't have any idea. Can you explain this one to us? I don't get it, and the back is even creepier. You made a video on this guy earlier? I'm going to go watch it. I don't understand it. It's one of the first anime pops that's come out in a while that I haven't understood in any way whatsoever. Yeah, I still have a few Mr. Compresses. They are spoken for, though. Sadly, I'm going to let Sean pick the best one, and it's going to go get graded. I've got a Bakugo graded at a 9.4, and I still think that's going to be the comic or manga is cool on that art-wise. Okay. I'm not an anime person. I'm not a comic book guy. I collect some for the covers. I don't have time. Never got into it. God, there's so many things that y'all ask me if I've seen and I say no to. I just watched Patriots Day like yesterday. And that movie's been out for a while now. So I managed to do pretty good. I'm guessing you're saying garbage there? Well, you can't win them all. I know that Umbrella Academy seems to have picked up really well. Let's see. I think one of my favorite things I picked up all day, though, outside of Carl and Ellie, of course, was Shipwreck. Being a Navy boy, gotta love the Dixie hat. I mean, that's just an awesome pop. Love it. Oh, it's even worse when you're sitting at a full keyboard. But an iPhone's always going to try to correct anime. Always. It doesn't matter if you spelled it 100 times. I think they really did the Red Goblin well. Like outdid themselves on the Red Goblin. And I saw the Diamond Oogie Boogie for the first time in person today. And my lights and camera wash it out, but it is one of the coolest single color diamond pops I've seen yet. Yeah, I think it is too, and I didn't get it. But that's what happens when it's limited to 1,000 pieces and you give out 11,000 lottery entries. Or he might have been 2,000 pieces. I don't know. I got put in timeout in the Funko shop for the first 10 minutes because, well, I mean, I can hold one for you. I do it all the time for Campbell's. What did I pay for him? He'd be like 15 shipped. If you need me to put him aside, I can. He'll come with Lucas stickers too, since it'll be the first time you bought from me. You just tell me. I keep Campbell's a box, and every payday she picks a few, and then we add a few more. And I don't care because it's a steady customer coming in, and Campbell's become a really good friend. I will. At least I'll try to. Let me do it right now. I like that your YouTube name matches your Instagram name. Where's my mouse? Dead. That is where my mouse is. Where's the charger for my mouse? That is not it. That is it. Okay. Mouse died. Happens all the time. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and it's an interesting enough name that I don't have to go searching for you. And you take some really good pictures too. I'm really lazy when it comes to taking pictures. So my Instagram is full of a lot of like just straight up video covers from where we're doing waffles and stuff. I mean, that's just, I'm a lazy social media person. It just is how it is. If you watch solely on Original Funko's Twitch account today, his Sully collection behind him, I was so freaking jealous. He does have the flock Sully. One day, I said I was good with just the OG Mike and Sully up there, and Boo and George. One day, I will have the flock Sully and the glow Mike. It's just going to happen. It might mean we have to push Disney off another year, but it's going to happen. You have some batteries here, catch. So, yeah, I didn't go after Mowgli. My grandmother's deathly afraid of snakes. I had to hide the pop in a box Voldemort from her. Oh, yeah, it doesn't take batteries. It just plugs in USB-C. And it lasts for like 6 days. So you have on your stuff, it says artist, collector, and chronic pain warrior. I'm a chronic pain warrior too, but probably not the same kind. I would assume, at least. Had 3 back surgeries. The third one was because my left nerve root at L5S1 was 100% blocked. And it was a black spot. So my sciatic nerve root's basically dead. Oh, this one's like a gorgeous box. This is definitely going with Sean. Since I don't have a con sticker coming. It's got one little mark on the top that I can see. I did not get the 10-inch Voldemort. I did get the 10-inch getting to where I can't think anymore. Dumbledore. And I've got the 18-inch Harry Potter. He sits by the front door and he greets you on the way out the door and on the way in. I love it. That's like the dork in me. But my grandmother thinks it's cute, so we can keep it there. I am running through Blucas protectors. I think I'm on the 5th pack tonight. I have several pain conditions. Yeah. Once you have chronic pain, there's never a day without pain. So, how old is your daughter? I've got the pop in a box 9. Wow, you don't look old enough to have a 9-year-old. No offense. I guess that might be a compliment. I have a 9-year-old too. That's my oldest. I have 9, 7, 6, and 5. Or 9, 8, 6, and 5. 9-year-old is Asperger's side of ASD and severe ADHD. And DMDD, and he spent time on an inpatient ward for some stuff. 7-year-old has ADHD. The 6-year-old has regressive autism, and he's the one that we do so much for. If y'all were on the live towards the end last night, I got emotional about the whole almost getting run over incident and how close it came to going the other direction. And I mean, that's why we do what we do. I lose money on eBay. On most everything, I lose money, but I don't care. I could not work inpatient behavioral health. I pulled my 9-year-old, he was 8 at the time, out of our children's hospitals inpatient. AMA, because the stuff they were putting him through was straight abuse. He was a different kid for 2 months, all because he came home from a vacation that I didn't get to go on. And he decided in a grab for attention, because he's a smart kid. He told me that he wanted to go to heaven when he was on vacation because he knew that would immediately snap my focus. And on the way to the hospital that night, it turned into he was going to take a knife and stab himself. About day 3, when he realized that he couldn't just leave if he wanted to, it became real. And we had to leave as he was in meltdown because he couldn't understand that the staff there couldn't give him permission to leave. We came back that night, tried to pull him out, even had a cop show up and they wouldn't do anything. The next morning I was there with my attorney sitting at a table and threatened to sue them. Had the PR head of the hospital and the VP for the Birmingham Children's Hospital call me on the phone and apologize. I never met the doctor. I told the medical head, so the doctor over the clinic that came in, that if I ever met that doctor, I'd whoop his fucking ass. And y'all don't hear me talk about that like this on here. But the guy noted in his chart that he had ASD symptoms, and across the hallway was the clinic where they diagnose kids, and he's on inpatient. They didn't have someone come over and test him. But instead, when he wanted to isolate, they'd punish him. We're not going to talk about that, though. We're past that. We're to happy times now. It's bad when you go at 7 a.m. when they open, and there's 2 hospital administrators, a doctor, a nurse, and a social worker sitting at a table. And I literally had an outpatient plan ready for him. And I told him, my kid's out of here in less than an hour. Or Fox 6, who's waiting on standby, which is our big local news station, is going to go on the news as my lawyer opens up the lawsuit against your hospital. At one point, he was banging his head into the bed, the plastic bed, because they took all his stuff away. That was the first night. And then the next day we come, and he's got this basket of goodies and color and stuff that the nice folks had made for him, put together with a stuffed animal in it. And then we come back the next day, and he's got a stripped room. Yeah. I tell y'all all the time, the reason getting called that dad or that parent pisses me off that much. There's nobody in this world I'll go to fight for more than my kids. But let one of them screw up at school, and let's put it this way. Addison decided it would be a smart idea to tell the 5th grader when he was in 2nd grade that was bullying him on the bus that he was going to bring one of my knives to school and cut her. You see a trend there. He did it out of self-defense. We found out later that she wasn't supposed to be sitting with him, but the bus driver just didn't give a crap. And I punished him for what he did. But the next morning I was sitting in the assistant principal's office with the principal right there in the school, wanting to know why my kid was being bullied on the bus by a kid 5 years older than him. I will never be a parent that asks a teacher, why did you accuse my son of this, or why did you let them do this? But I will ask my teacher, my son's been punished for what he did, but why did it get to this point? And if they can give me a good reason, well, then we move on. And if they give me a reason that validates why my son's in trouble, then my son's going to be punished. But if the only answer I can get is I had 20 kids in the classroom and I know that something's been going on for weeks and they haven't done anything about it, that's what it is, which is why I have 2 of my 4 kids in school on IEPs and 1 about to be on the 504 plan. And that is because that allows me to control who teaches them. My son is so smart that they put him on the engineering team. And he's so lazy that he looks at a problem one-dimensionally and then he's done and he moves on to the next thing. That's the ADHD kicking in. Yes, they can, and they're a gateway to IEPs. We moved to this house because of this school system. When they started this school system and broke away from the county, they put a PhD in place to run the special needs program for the school, for the city. And she can not only test, but diagnose, which is a miracle in itself. The school system my wife works at is a Blue Ribbon High School, one of the top 100 in the country for public schools. It's the sister school to Hoover High School that MTV did 2-a-days on, the football team. And their special needs program isn't near as good as the one in our city. And that's why that's why we're here. That's why we do what we do. That's why I moved to a house with a mortgage that was $700 more than my other mortgage. And we did what we needed to do. That's why we built the playground. I know we love talking about the playground here. But yeah, 504 plan. We started Lucas without a diagnosis on a 504 plan, but they were operating under an IEP. And before we had a formal diagnosis, he already had occupational therapy weekly. That's how good this school system is. So some of the people in our chat have children with special needs. Some of the people in our chat are visually impaired, have their own health issues. And the reason our chat gets along so well is because there's no criticism and we accept everybody for who they are. I myself have severe ADHD, anxiety, depression, whatever you want to call it. I take the weirdest concoction of meds in the world, more than I took as a kid. But I'm getting promotions at work, so there's no reason to stop. I don't believe in over-medicating my kids, but you give them what they need to be successful, and you work with what you can. But the problem is right now, if you worked inpatient, then I'm sure you know what ABA therapy is. Lucas needs to be in ABA therapy to work on some of those fight or flight situations and sensory overload issues and what sets him off. And the wait list is 8 months to a year for therapy. That's why I donate to the Autism Society of Alabama. They do things like treatment programs to help in small cities and respite for parents who are just beaten and broken and worn out and need a break. You don't have anybody around you that does ABA? Oh, Campbell's. I didn't realize the benefit of ABA till I started reading up on it. And I wasn't going to say anything, but Campbell's daughter, we get along really well and we understand a lot because our kids deal with some of the same but opposite symptoms. And he's my bug. I mean, I can't imagine not having him. He was the kid that wasn't supposed to happen. On the way to Thanksgiving when the little snip was going to happen, and we got a surprise. And he was born that April. And then Andy came along, all by God's grace. He was my nephew. We adopted him when he was, we got him when he was 2.5 months old. And right before he turned 4, we were able to adopt him. So I never planned on having 4 boys. I planned on having 2 that were doorsteps and being done. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Well, the one place won't take her because she's not on Medicaid. Campbell's, if your daughter has autism, she's disabled. She's a disabled child. She qualifies for Medicaid automatically. Or at least in this state, by the laws that we deal with, our children do. Because where 2 of my kids have it, 2 of my kids don't. And that's because of their disability. Talk to your local health department or one of the social workers at a DHR close to you and find out. Because with her having, due to a clause in there, and what clause would that be? I'm waiting for the second part of that sentence because now I want to know. I ran out of things to do with my hands. All my stuff's in protectors now. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know kind of what you're referring to, but I want to know what clause you're talking about. We still have one. We have 2 of them, actually. He's cute. I think I'm gonna step on the pop stack again after he's out of it and put him in probably a pop armor. Down the road, they had the option to take our house to cover. No, 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 no. So, no, no. That's interesting. I don't know how your state does it, but here you can qualify for Medicaid enough to have the benefits but not use it. And then you can use it and they can't recover it. Now for Medicare, with my grandmother especially, if she had to go into a nursing home, they could take all of her assets before they paid for the home as she went on to Medicaid as she got older. But with children with disabilities, that's only for like if they find out that your kid wasn't really disabled and you were faking to get insurance. Could you imagine the nationwide PR backlash that would happen to a state-run insurance program if they took your house because you put your daughter that needed help on Medicaid? Your state should have an autism society or Autism Speaks. Call one of them, talk to one of the care workers, see if there's something they can do. Because finding out how beneficial ABA is to kids with regressive autism and the sensory issues they deal with, denying a kid a right to it shouldn't ever happen. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, my wife wasn't crazy about the fact that I called DHR on her brother and his, at the time, fiance. But when they showed up to his house, they found dog feces on the floor and the mother watching the child who'd just gotten out of the psych ward after 10 days and wasn't following her treatment plan so he could go to a bar and drink. We had watched the kid for what was supposed to be 7 days while he was at work, turned into 10 days, 24 hours a day. The night they came to get him back, I was talking to my wife and I just wasn't okay with it, with what happened. So I called and a safe worker went out there at 9:30 at night, and at 10:15 we get a knock on our door and he's back. And he stayed with us on a safe plan. I was supposed to last 21 days, and 3 months later they converted it to us having guardianship. And then after we finally got to a period of 6 months where they didn't pay anything or see him, then we filed for abandonment. And I told them if they didn't fight us in court, so it didn't cost us an extra $1,500, that I wouldn't sue them for back child support. And neither one of them showed up to court, but the mother's mom did, to congratulate us. He's where he's meant to be. He's got 3 brothers and they're crazy. Absolutely crazy. They fight over who gets to play on the 2 Xboxes. They all have their own iPads now and they all have 3DSs, but they want to fight over who gets to play the Xboxes or who gets to play on the downstairs or the upstairs Xbox. And it's never one, it's the one the other one's on. Yeah, I told my wife if he does it again, I can't do it again because he's got 4 or 5 children with different women and he has rights to none of them. I grew up in a house where my parents didn't understand. And then when I was 16, I moved in with my mom and it turned into a bad situation. And my wife grew up in a situation where she didn't have it bad, but they never had enough. And there was a lot of support from the church. And her mom worked 2 jobs. And we both were bound and determined to rise above what we came from. And now my mom looks down her nose at me thinking that we think we're better than her. But the truth is, I just want to give my kids a better life than I had. And my dad stopped talking to me for the most part, I guess, because he thinks we don't need his help anymore, which he never offered it anyways. So it is what it is. Hey, Sarah. I said I was going to bed a while ago, but we've just been sitting here talking. I'm extremely passionate about taking care of my kids. I literally said if I had to quit my job to get Lucas in the therapies he needed, I would quit my job and become his full-time caretaker. Even though because of my grandmother's blood sugar, I work from home still. They haven't opened our building back, but they're putting in place that my permanent duty station's here because we've got to check her sugar during the day. But my 9-year-old now knows how to check her sugar. And then put the needle on the pen, dose her to the right amount based on the chart, and give her insulin. Like, I was sitting on the front porch. The youngest went to stay with grandmother for the night. And I asked my wife, I said, can Addison do it now? And she said, yeah. So I called him. I said, hey, I need you to check Nana's sugar and give her insulin. He said, okay. Came down. He got the bag. He went upstairs. He FaceTimed me on his iPad, said, it's this. I said, she needs this many units. He said, okay. And then he came outside and said, it's done. That's how smart my 9-year-old is. The kid wants to be an engineer, but not just any engineer. He wants to design hypercars, not supercars, hypercars. And he's going to be a millionaire straight out of high school. That's his goal. The value from $1 to $1 million is just not in his comprehension yet. Same thing with a $20 Lego set versus a $600 Lego set. But he's a brilliant kid. His mouth gets him in trouble because a lot of times his intelligence level makes him think he's on the same level as the adults around him. And he speaks to adults like adults speak when they're smarting off. And it gets him in a lot of trouble. But I bring him out here most of the time and let him work out here, because when I give him task and he stays task oriented, he stays out of trouble. I say I don't spoil my kids, but I do. It's because I'm just as big a kid. I mean, hell, look at my background. I didn't have this kind of toys when I was a kid. I mean, hot toys are meant to be played with. They're a very expensive 6-scale figure, and you're supposed to play with them. They come with accessories. It's like Barbies for boys. It's crazy. But all I'm doing is enjoying the things I didn't have as a kid. We're fortunate to have what we have. I'm fortunate enough that even in chronic pain, I don't take any pain meds. I take Tylenol if I have a headache. My wife says she has 5 boys and I'm her biggest. I mean, there's a lot of times that she has to look at me and say, no, honey, we have to be adults today. And I'm like, but I just want to have fun. What's up, bro? It's one of my like across the street neighbors right there. Oh, we just been talking. Your thing was G.I. Joe? I picked up Shipwreck today. They just dropped a whole new line of G.I. Joe pops. Yes, they are. They destroyed whatever quality of life my mom had. So back surgeries, kidney stones, probably the only time I've taken them. And I turned down my refill on my last back surgery. I didn't need it. I still had 30 pills left in the bottle. But the hydrocodone and Percocet, none of that stuff works because of how high my metabolism is. It's the fast acting oxy, the HCl. Literally, I take it to go to sleep when I'm in pain, and I sleep through the pain. That's it. Tylenol helps kill the headaches, but ibuprofen has zero effect on me whatsoever. Even the 800 milligram stuff never has. Oh, you should have said something. I would have sent you some money to buy your mystery mini. I've never bought just one mystery mini. I feel terrible now. What series was it, Campbell? Like, I have mystery minis just like laying down on my desk. There's Boo. And there's Sully. They can't make a mic. It wouldn't work with 3 eyes. There's a Dunny just laying down on my desk. This is the, what is it? Geek Force. You got a mini, you got 0. It was the Good Luck Trolls. Okay. I have the entire line of Trolls, even the horrible movie Trolls World Tour. That movie's terrible, and my kids love it. Absolutely love it. I can't even finish watching that movie. But I have some of the common Trolls out of box so they can play with the hair. Because the hair's just like the Trolls when we were kids. At least when I was a kid. And that's freaking awesome. Nice. I had that for a while till somebody needed it worse than me. But I have the 10-inch Coca-Cola Bear. My wife won't let me sell that one. And I have Lights and Sounds Vader sitting right here. He has such better sounds than Kylo Ren, I just want to say. But he was a lot less of a psychotic, narcissistic person than Kylo Ren was. Spaceballs. They need Spaceballs pop so bad. That would be freaking awesome. I see pops like this, like Kyler Murray, and it reminds me of some of the quarterbacks around here in the South, and how they're just children still, like Johnny Football. How many times do you give somebody a chance before you finally say, we can't pay him any more money? He doesn't know how to live when he has money. I'll never get it. I'll never understand it. Never. I mean, think about the acid trip it took to make Alice in Wonderland. When I look back at Disney movies now that I watched when I was a kid, nice. All they make me do is itch really badly. I don't even know what gene therapy is, nor do I think I want to know. You just get better, buddy. But like I said last, we have fun. We don't judge people. We love, and we have like legit conversations in the YouTube chat. You have a good night too. We've been live for an hour and a half, and I've just been talking. I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. I got everything in protectors. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for listening to me talk and responding. Thank you to those who participated in the auction. Those of you that couldn't, I understand. I know. And those of you that wanted to, I'm sorry that I put all this cool stuff in front of you. If there's any con pops you want, send me a DM. I'll hold them for you. I don't mind. Just let me know before I put them on eBay and they all sell. That goes for any of y'all. I'm not worried about it. You can ask Campbell's. I put stuff back for her all the time. Bradley, congratulations on getting everything you wanted. Hopefully you get your Pikachu. If you haven't started the Remix Aliens yet, don't. Because I'm like 14 pops in and I'm still not done. I need Eve. If any of y'all see the Remix Alien as Eve, I think that's the last one I need. Let's see. I need the regular Buzz, but I'm good with the Glow. I don't have the regular Doug, but I'm good with the Flocked. I'm not getting the 10-inch Woody. I think all I need is Eve. Yeah. And they've already released 2 waves. There's no telling how many more they'll release. But I could just start a whole nother conversation and scroll back into it again. So I'm going to end it here. Y'all have a great night. I should see y'all tomorrow night for the Saturday nights that we normally do. I don't know what's going to happen, but if it does, we'll go from there. And Roll Damn Tide, right behind that lightsabers, the king himself, Nick Saban's signature. So that one, Eric, then I won't even list them. I got one right here still sealed in the box. He's yours. We'll figure it out. Done. You know what happens when I put a name on it? And then if you're like Campbell's and we make a really big box, then we decide what she wants. And if she says, can you wait 2 more weeks or I really don't need that, then I take it back and I put it back for sale. It doesn't matter. Guys, I got so many pops. Our godparents, my wife's best friend or maid of honor is a social worker. And I said, hey, when COVID dies down around Christmas, can I bring you a bunch of pops to give to the kids? And she said, yes. I'm like, yes. I don't care. Or we can trade something. I'm sure you'd have something I'll take and trade. I don't care, bro. We'll work it out. But I'm going to bed. Y'all can hear I have like no voice. And I think I get to work on a gun tomorrow. So that's even more fun. And do schoolwork. I'm into higher level stuff. So, yeah. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed. Remember, I tell you 3 things every day. Do something to make tomorrow. Do something today to make tomorrow better. Help somebody in need and never take anything for granted. You know I'm tired when I can't put the 3 out. Y'all have a good night.